Yo, what's up everyone? Daniel here. I want to go ahead and share with you all while I'm doing this tattoo how I pull lines on silicone skin. I personally feel that practicing on these silicone skins right here is a great way to practice, stability and needle depth. Upon doing a human, you'll be very familiar with basically where not to go, how deep not to go. I think needle depth and how far and where you put the ink into the skin is very important. If not, it's almost everything. You need to know where to put the ink and you need to be putting it into the right layer. So these silicone skins are great for showing us basically where to place the ink. Now, when we're putting ink in, we're always going to want to hit that dermis, and it gives us a specific vibration and sound upon hitting the dermis. Now, when you're hitting the dermis on a human skin, it's going to kind of sound like a little crackling sound on the skin. That's kind of where you want to be. That's what it sounds like upon placing ink into the skin. For here, it kind of sounds different. You can kind of hear a little crackling sound, but you can also feel the vibration. These are two elements that I use to know that I'm putting the ink into the correct spot. Now, I want to go ahead and run some lines right here in this area, and I want to kind of show you how I pull the lines. My machine is at 7.2. However, the voltage isn't really important, and I'm also using an 11 round liner. This can vary per needle size, so for this specific video, again, I'm using an 11 round liner and I'm running at 7.2 volts. What I'm going to go ahead and do is, again, run some lines right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and just kind of explain what I'm doing as I'm running the lines. So I'm going to get a little bit of ink here. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is basically I get the needle into the dermis right off the rip, so that way I can start pulling the line from there. So as you can see right here, we'll zoom in on the camera. Let's just begin pulling this line. There we go, we're into the dermis. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna slowly pull the line as I keep it placed into the dermis. You can kind of hear it as well. There's a crackle and there's a vibration that I feel in my hand. You obviously can't feel the vibration, but it's definitely there. So when I wipe away, we're left with a very nice, good line. So as you can see, I move slower to really pack these lines with black. And I kind of just continue the process all along the way. Just really taking my time with each and every line. If I have to go over it more than once, I'll do that. But typically, if you're moving correctly at a nice speed and you're at the same depth the entire line, you'll have yourself a good line after every single wipe. Another good line. And you basically just continue the process. Long pull. So as you can see, those lines that I pulled are pretty great. That middle one, I wouldn't mind retouching it up so you can kind of touch up as you need. My idea when tattooing is we can always put ink in, you can't take it out. So always less is more. If you have to go back over it one time or two, that's all right. But you can kind of see though the variables that I'm working with here. I'm moving very slow, and I'm letting the needle stay at the same depth as best I can here. Let me connect it to this one. And we're coming out with nice, beautiful lines. That is the idea behind it. I mean, it's all a practice game, you know, you get better as you go, of course. I myself have been tattooing a little under half a year, so I'm still getting better. But that is pretty much it, you know. There's just a couple of simple fundamentals to consider upon pulling lines. Once you start getting used to it, you can feel the machine packing the actual ink in there, that you can kind of feel it and you'll start getting used to it more and more. Again, it is a vibration and a sound type of thing, so you're going to want to be listening and you're going to want to be feeling as well. And that's pretty much the idea behind it, just all the way through, you know, just continue until I have the stencil done, and I'm going to go back and add some shading. One thing I want to point out before we go ahead and end this video here is practice skins are always great for practicing needle depth. Now, you go ahead and get familiar with putting in lines on a silicone skin. Obviously, it is different from putting in lines on a human skin, but from my personal experience, a silicone skin is much harder to work with than human skin. So that way, if you're getting good tattoos on a silicone skin, your lines are coming out good and crisp, and you're getting good, nice, even shadings. Human skin is going to translate well. So what I'm trying to get at with that is practice skins are definitely a good solution to bettering your craft before going on to human skin. The last thing you would want to do is basically not invest into practice skin and go straight to human and start blowing people out, or just doing bad tattoos in general. So invest into practice skin. They are great methods to help you master your craft, and they're great for learning needle depth and basically how to put in lines and shade. They are a great investment, so I highly recommend practice skins. But that is basically how I pull my lines. Just to reiterate, I go ahead and I'm looking for depth. I'm feeling for depth, and I'm listening for the depth as well. So I'm listening for depth and I'm feeling for speed. You know, you move it at a steady pace, so that way you really pack those lines there, you really get them saturated. If you have any questions, by all means, please feel free to drop them in the comments down below, and I'll do my best to assist you in the best possible direction. If you're not, be sure to hit that follow button. I appreciate your time. Thank you for tuning in. You have a great day.